Hello everyone, it's Lindsay and I have to apologize for my voice. I am super sick, but I wanted to share this Tip Tuesday with you guys. I created these little shaker elements using some elements from the Print and Pray shop from Illustrated Faith. So this is a set by Elaine Davis. It's called Shake for Joy. I printed 2 pages of the globes and then 1 page of the elements. I've already cut into it, but I will link these down below. I also went ahead and printed the Christmas Word Fetty by Elaine. I printed that on white label paper, and I'll show you how that works here toward the end. But I went ahead and cut 2 of the globes. For the shakers, you do need 2 of the same, of whatever globe you're going to use. I cut them out so that they're identical. And I have that little tree there cut from the element piece. Now, for one of these globes, you want to cut out the colored middle section. So this is going to create a little bit of a frame. And so you'll see here, I'm just cutting on the inside edge of that gray little sketched line and just cutting out the pink portion of this globe. So now I have a frame that's going to be the front of our shaker element. You can see it fits perfectly over that. And then now we're going to work on the background piece. So this will be what you can see through the window. So I have the stamp set from the Advent line from Illustrated Faith. I picked out some of the trees that are in there. I'm going to stamp these on the background using some Faber-Castell brush markers as my ink today. So I will list the colors down below that I use. I picked some colors that match the Advent line, and I'm just wanting to add some interest to that back panel because you will see it peeking through the little shaker bits. So this would be a great time to pull out whatever stamp sets you want to use and dress up that background. Use some of the die cut pieces from the Advent collection, whatever you want to fill in these little snow globes with to make them personalized. I think these will make great little tags or Christmas ornaments. I'm so excited by these. They're so fun. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick down 2 of those little trees. Yes, there are pink trees and blue trees in my world. I'm taking one of the little snowflakes, and to stamp with the big brush markers, I found that it's better to dirty up the stamp. So you can see I'm kind of rubbing it with my finger or rubbing it on my hand, and that makes it so the inks adhere a little more evenly than if they were clean. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some of those little blue snowflakes to the background, just filling it in. Some of this will get covered by the shaker bits, but some of it you'll see peeking as you shake your little element here. So now I can go ahead and adhere down this tree. Again, this tree came from the second page of the printable for the Shake for Joy set. And there's all kinds of cute little elements in there, stars and birds and trees and crosses and houses, really cute little elements in there. You could even print these 2 to a page so they're a little bit smaller and you could get more elements into these little snow globes. I've gone ahead and pulled out that Light of the World sentiment stamp from the Advent stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that over the top of this using some VersaFine Onyx black ink. It's really crisp black ink. And now we're going to assemble the shaker. So I have some clear transparency. I'll link the one that I get from Amazon down below, but you could use any clear packaging that you have left over. This is pretty thin, so if you wanted something thicker, you could just use leftover packaging, like the plastic from the front of the Bible journaling kits or anything like that would work for the clear window for these. And I've gone ahead and just lined it up behind the globe, and then now I'm cutting it out so that that window is exactly the same shape as the globe. And I'll go ahead and adhere it to the back of the frame piece. So go ahead and flip that frame over, and I'm just applying some liquid adhesive. You do want to use a really good strong glue, that way your shaker doesn't come apart. And I'm just applying a very small amount of glue because I don't want this to leak out onto that window. And then I can go ahead and just attach this down. So this will be the front window of the shaker element. And you can see there now it's starting to come together. And I had a little bit of trouble with my elements sticking to the plastic. So I'm using my EK6S powder tool to dust on the back of this plastic to remove some of the static cling. I think part of it's just the elements that I used are super staticky, but this did help a little bit. Now I have the very last little strip of my foam adhesive, and I'm going to cut this down to very, 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 very thin strips. You don't want this to show, so it has to be thin enough to go around that really thin border of the frame and not peek out. So I went ahead and cut it down to like fourths or fifths of what that original piece is. And I'm kind of fighting with it here, but I've discovered that if I take the backing sheet off of this, then I can get it to curve and maneuver a little bit easier around the shape of this globe. So I went ahead and take the backer sheet off, and then I am just very carefully going all around the edge of this frame on the back side. You want to make sure there's no holes or gaps because your little shaker bits will fall out. So you want to make sure you have it just really squished up against each other and there's no way for anything to escape. I'm going to go ahead and just finish that off. And now you can see I'm starting to create a little wall for the shaker bits to stay in. I'm using some more of that EK6S powder tool to get rid of any of my fingerprints. And then now I have here a variety of little bits to put in here. If in hindsight, I would just put different sizes of sequins because those didn't seem to stick as bad. Those glitters, that chunky glitter, the silver one is from Target. I'm not sure where the pink one came from. Those stick to the plastic really bad, but I didn't have a whole bunch of different colors of sequins in different sizes. So I was just kind of working with what was in my stash and what I had that matched the colors from the kit. So I'm just kind of eyeballing a little pile of goodies in the center of here. You want enough that it's fun to shake, but not so much that it really covers up the little background pieces that you have in there. So you just kind of have to test it and kind of figure out what works best for you. So I have all those little pieces in the middle. I can flip over the background and press that down onto that piece. So we're sandwiching all those goodies, pressing it down really, really well. I'm going to go back in with my Success tool to take away any stickiness that might be exposed from the adhesive. And you can see here now it's a little shaker element, a little globe. It's so cute. And then here you can see I printed those word fetties on the white label paper and then just scored them into little stickers so I can dress up the front of this globe. And then you can very easily punch a hole at the top and put some ribbon through, make these ornaments or gift tags, put them in your Bible, however you want to use them. Super, super fun. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those in the comments down below. Check out the description box for links to all the products used in the video today. Give this video a thumbs up if you were inspired, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.